Rainbow Neos or Arm Neos? Which one is better, especially in, depending on the circumstance, right? I've had some more time to think about Arm Neos, but the more I think about Arm Neos, the more I cannot help but think about Rainbow Dragon. And also kind of my resurgence in exploring Neos seriously and competitively, and ways I could navigate competitively with the pure Neos deck. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hero D シリーズ D シリーズ Destiny Destroy Death
D タイム
It's D タイム
Michael Bowden back again. And I am your host, Destiny Hero Mike. And welcome back to D Time! We're here, baby. It's always D time, and in more ways than one. Yes, as always, I'm so grateful and thankful to you guys for being a part of this channel, for viewing my videos, clicking on my videos, and everything. I thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely awesome. Also, yes, we have a new TikTok giveaway. It is in the comments. It's pinned in the comments, and also in the description. We have a new TikTok channel and a new giveaway. We'll be giving away this awesome D-Time hoodie there. Just go ahead and you'll see the details there. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I was thinking more about this deck, about how to navigate with it, and I kind of came to the conclusion that I don't mind running a Rainbow Dragon. I think I want a main deck Rainbow Neos currently. I was also thinking about our boy here, the Arm Neos. I want to run him too. We got to run the Arm Dragon as well. I like how he's a win, but by the time we get him, Barry statue might be banned. Here's hoping. Wink, wink, Konami. That'd be great. But let's go ahead and go over Rainbow Neos' effect. Let's go over each effect. First, we're going to go ahead and go over Rainbow Neos' effect. So, you need one Elemental Hero Neos, one Ultimate Crystal Monster, so this guy, Rainbow Dragon, or the Rainbow Dark Dragon, which is a brick, but that's okay, because we want this card scary again, because again, there have been some things I've really been thinking about, especially in this tier limit format. Back to his effect. Must be fusion summon with the above materials, so you can't use like a King of the Swamp, you can't, substitute the material. Unfortunately, that's okay, because we don't play King in this deck. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Send one monster you control to the graveyard. Shuffle all monster your opponent controls into the deck. And send one spell or trap card you control to the graveyard. Shuffle all spell and trap cards your opponent controls in the deck. Or send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. These are costs, by the way. Okay? These are all costs. Where you send one, or spell a trap, or even itself, it can even send itself to the graveyard, and then shuffle all cards from your opponent's graveyard into the deck after you send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. And this one here stands out to me, as well as really the monster effect, right? So the first thing I was thinking about is, we know how tier limit, we know how tier limit, it kind of has a leg up on heroes, right? Just period. Really, and a big problem is something like a Rule Kalos. They'll summon super fast. They'll summon before we even get to do a fusion summon. Before we get to get anything going, we're looking at their Rule Kalos, and that's gonna hurt us, right? But I was thinking, and then they come back in the graveyard. They have graveyard effects, but I was thinking, man, okay, they're gonna summon on our turn, and I mean, this guy's freaking 45. It's just so good. And 3,000 defense. It's just so good, man. But, they're going to summon a Rule Kalos and maybe something else. I don't know. Probably Stapelia. And let's assume that you baited the Rule Kalos and Stapelia, depending on the gas in your hand. This is gas dependent. Last thing in your hand, you pop off that Neos Fusion. Bring out your Rainbow Neos. Goodbye, Rule Kalos. Back to the extra deck you go. Yeah, it's kind of what they want, because they can bring another one out kind of easily depending on their following turn. You gotta kind of pray and hope they don't have a real follow-up after that. They probably do, because it was turn 0. So, but it was something I was thinking about as far as dealing with the Rule Kalos. So yeah, I cannot wait to play this deck, guy. I can't wait because I'm going to locals today with this deck, test some things out, especially side deck. Yeah, I'm gonna main deck the Brick Rainbow Dragon, but this is the idea, is to deal with Rule Kalos. Also, he's really strong against like Sprite. You know, once you can resolve your Neos Fusion, it's just really good. Yes, the back row is going to be a problem, but again, that's assuming after you've baited most of these things out, most of these problem cards out. You bait them out, no problem. You bait them out very easily. Also, what I like about Neos Fusion is Neos Fusion in and of itself can be a board breaker, because something like a Rule Kalos, when they negate and destroy, you can activate it again, because I don't believe it says use. I believe it just says you can only activate once per, actually no, it doesn't say you can only activate once per turn, so it doesn't have that condition, which is really cool. So if it gets negated and destroyed, then the clause for you where you can't summon again should, yeah, it says right here, for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, reading Neos Fusion, so it has to resolve for you to be locked out of your special summoning. So if they negate and destroy it, Rule Kalos, or you know that's you can do it again. So that's what I like about Neos Fusion. Or you can just use it. Also another thing, because we're getting deep. Before we get home, before I give y'all the goo, like before I give y'all like the ruling goo behind that, if you guys are liking what you're hearing, you guys are liking what you're seeing, I have not given up on Neos. Go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe. We do regular hero content weekly. It ain't easy, but that is what we do. Also, yes, you want a awesome D-Time hoodie, go ahead and click that link pinned in the comments, and the rest of the details will carry you to where you need to go to get for a chance to get your free D-Time hoodie. Also, join that Discord link down in the description. Really appreciate you guys. We're on our way to 400 members there, so I'm there as well, so definitely kicking it. But yes, let's get into what I was thinking about as far as Neos Fusion. My original wish list on Neos Fusion is that we need a stronger turn one going first Neos card, right? And like Neos Boss Monster. And it feels as though we haven't gotten that yet. And true, we haven't gotten that yet. If anything, we deserve an Omni Negate. I'm talking about Neos. I think an Omni Hero is just straight up overpowered to get something like that. But with Neos, but here's the goo. You can even start out with Neos Fusion. Here's the threat, okay? Here's why Neos Fusion can be scary in this situation, say versus a Rule Kalos board, right? What can be scary about it is that can be one of your starter cards to force out a negate and then play out the rest of your turn, play out the rest of your hand. Because if they don't negate it, they're gonna be looking at a Rainbow Dragon. Yeah, now, sure, they may have the Meta Noise face down. They may have the continuous negate face down. But we're talking about turn 0. They cannot. It's impossible for them to have it turn 0. So this is definitely before you even finish your turn. Before you finish your full combos, this is definitely just a real Neos Fusion is a real Kalos breaker. So, and if they don't stop it, well, now Rainbow Neos is a problem, and he's a even larger problem for them to get off the board. So, there's that. Back to our boy Armed Neos. Let's go ahead and read his effect. Materials is 1 Elemental Hero Neos and 1 Armed Dragon Monster, any Armed Dragon, so I would prefer Armed Dragon level 10. If this card is special summon, you can choose 1 Dragon Monster in your graveyard and destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with an equal or lower level. That's the first summon, and then what we're all here for. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can make this card gain its effect. During the main phase, quick effect, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 Elemental Hero Fusion monster from your extra deck. Now, what I really like about this card is that he's a win type, man. He's a win, and that's just awesome. So, again, hopefully the barrier statue will be banned by the time we get this guy. Hopefully, I'm hoping. But, we can deal with that. We can deal with their board. We can clear out their board easily, man. And his defense is really strong, too. like, because you're not gonna, if you're like going second, you're not gonna like kill something in battle if you're going against the Fluendaries deck. So when you're going second, you can either build a board. Like, you don't even really need to build a board. You could just run over the Impin, or you could just actually, I prefer running over the barrier statue, but you can also run over the Impin because, I mean, the guy's 35 attack power, and he's a special summon, so it's not gonna trigger. It's not gonna trigger the maps. Now, they may have a Dream Town, but it's not gonna trigger the maps. Is what I really like about it. And this one monster is gonna take care of the whole thing. And then you pretty much shut them down after that because they're gonna be looking at a Cosmoneos the following turn. So that's what I really like about this card. That would be 2 bricks to main with one of the Armed Dragons. Now that's 2 bricks to main. However, we can alternate between the two. We don't have to run them both. But I guess my theory is that the more options, the better. The more powerful, the more options. So we're gonna go ahead and take this deck to the tournament today. I'm gonna let you guys know how this runs. I will be main decking the Rainbow Neos. I'm gonna force some room for it. I'm gonna have a deck list, a deck profile for you guys very soon. I have not given up on Neos. Can't wait to show you guys the end results. I love you guys, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side.